So I'm doing a sub box build today for two of these. These are DB Drive WDX6.5 but these are 6.5 inch subwoofer, so cute little guys, but they do handle quite a bit of power and they are a chunky 6.5. Technically these are rated at 750 RMS, which is a lot of power. So I'm going to be running the two of them on a focal 1K monoblock, so they'll be getting about 500 RMS each. So we'll see how they like that. Obviously if they put up with that pretty well, then maybe they are rated at that much power. It does seem like a lot for something this size. So these are the four pieces of the box, as in top, bottom, front, back. So we're doing the back of it on a 15-degree angle to match the back of the seats, and the front will be flat with the two 6.5s and the 4-inch round port. So anyway, these are the main pieces. These are actually over 1 meter long. So the box is actually 1.13 meters long, which is a pretty big box because it's only quite short and not very deep. It's only going to be about 1.8 cubes after displacement, so about 0.9 per sub, which is exactly what they're recommended to be in. And that's that. So 15-degree wedge, and yeah, quite long. So all I've got to do is make sides that go on, and I'll just router them so they're perfect fitted on the ends. So that's easy. And then the two drivers will be down there, and port will be down this end. Jumped ahead a little, made the front baffle, and I've obviously made it a double. And now the other thing I've done is made the port. Now I've been experimenting, and I'm making an oval, but technically it's just a circle. So it's actually just a round slot port cut on a 45-degree angle. So it gives you an oval at the front, but it's just a round slot port. So as far as calculations are concerned, it's just a round slot port. So I've got that inside. It's about 1 foot long. By the time you add the front baffle, it's pretty much exactly 30 centimeters, which is what it needs to tune this enclosure to about 36 hertz, which is again what DB Drive recommend. I've just used a gap filler on the front and on the inside, and I've also tack nailed the port in. It's just like 6mm thick cardboard, the actual port, but more than enough strength for a small setup like this. So that's that. Obviously I'm just waiting for that to set, which it nearly has, and then I'm just going to get a router and cut out that exactly onto the front here, and then I'll be able to do like a nice round over edge on that. So here we are, pretty much finished. So holes are cut out, the ends are all complete and put together. Our oval round port is pretty much what's set and finished and ready. And what I'm going to do right now is paint the port and inside of it with this Worth bed liner that I had about half a bottle left over from the last sub box I built. And I'm just going to spray that in there, and it'll fill up any little scratches in the cardboard or in the front here, and it'll also give it like a hardcore kind of finish inside. So here's the enclosure. So I just spray painted there with some black paint. Not that you'll see any of it, but just in case. Obviously the port's painted, the box is trimmed, I haven't vacuumed it. And there's our face piece there with the subs, the port, and there's two grooves running through it, just for something different. So that's ready to go. And so I just trimmed it in black carpet using the Car Builder's spray glue. I love that glue, it's really good. I just ordered another few cans. So anyway, that faceplate's about to go on. Here we have a finished box. So there she is, trimmed and obviously all together, etc. Saw a little bit of dust. Anyway, so yeah, I've just got the subtle lines going through the enclosure, coming to the port. The lines are kind of symmetrical, obviously, around the port, and then obviously that just goes in there. So that's that. But it's got that nice hard kind of finish in there, which is kind of cool. Which again, just to put it in perspective, they're very little. So there's my two brand new little DB Drive 6.5s. Just want to point out this is manufacturer specs, so pretty much the subs are seeing 0.9 cubic feet each, internally in there. That's after displacement. Then port area is what they recommended, about 10 inches squared. And then we have obviously the tuning length of the port is again what DB Drive recommend to tune these at 36 hertz, which is considerably low for such a small driver. So anyway, we're going to see how it sounds. I've never actually built a box before 4 to 6.5 or any 6.5s, so we're just going to see how they perform, and we'll see how they're like 1000 RMS as well. But anyway, I'm quite happy with the outcome. In the territory with the two 6.5s. Anyway, so I'll give you a little demo, and just sitting in a car park. They absolutely smash like 40 hertz, 45, all that. Below 30, no. And in the low 30s is like, they'll play it, but I've got to be careful not to bottom them out. So. Alright, well that's that. They take some punishment there. On some of those lows, they do actually pole and bottom out. But that's a big box for them, that's full spec. As I said, it's 1.8, 1.9 cubes internally. It's tuned at 36, and as I said, they smash anywhere from about that up to about 50 hertz. But again, they're really taking some power. That's a good 1000 RMS between them, which is again quite good power. I think 500 RMS, and that's a good quality focal amp, so actually probably getting that kind of power. Anyway, but they're only been in here for a week, so I'm just gonna let them wear them in, but they're getting smashed anyway. They'll wear in pretty quick. But anyway guys, I'm super impressed. I would say the output is that of a decent 12, but it looks cool. And again, if you could get 4, 6 or 8 of them, you only need the enclosure size of 2, 3 decent 12s, and you can have a shitload of them, and it looks cool. So anyway guys, that's those. Right, and I finally get to finish off the video here. I've been waiting for this perspex to show up, and camera is definitely overexposing that green, but anyway, that's just my logo for my business. And it's actually just a piece of perspex, obviously, which is acrylic, and it is velcroed onto the carpet of the box. So the box is completely reversible to just have it plain, but you know, I just thought I'd stick my logo on there anyway. So I quite like this idea. I might make a few of these up, so different boxes I can just put a logo on them without actually, you know, making it a permanent thing. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you that before I finish off the video.